All right, we are back here today. One of the most beautiful places in the world, the Tampa Hard Rock Casino. And today I am going to be showing you guys how to play bubble craps. So not saying that it is going to work for you, because it definitely probably won't, because it usually doesn't for me either. But I'm going to show you the strategies I use, kind of a little bit of what I do, how I do it, and then explain the game a little bit for those beginners or people that are, trying to understand it more. Hopefully we can get a win today. Yeah, see what we can do.
Running the rats like I want them. Count the red, we gon' want them. Carrots, I want them opponents.
All right, here we go. So we're on easy craps. There's a hard 10 on the top there. $400 budget. Very important to get the player's card in there too. I'm going to show you guys kind of what I do here. So I'll move my other 300 to the side. So I like to start with 5 on each of the bonuses. Essentially what those are, low rolls and high rolls. If you roll all of these numbers before that one right there of 7, then you win 32 to 1 here. 32 to 1 on the high rolls. So you see there's everything but a 7, every number. And the roll them all is if you roll all of those numbers, you get 165 to 1. So these are the numbers. So basically how you can see it is the 6 and 8 pay the least, and then you make more as it goes out to the extremes, because there's less combinations that make up those numbers. So you get paid more on the horn numbers, which is this bet here, 2, 12, 3, and 11, 2, 12, 11, and 3. So I like to put 10 on my extremes, so the 2 and 12, because those pay the most if you get them. I like to keep 10 on the horn when I'm playing with 100. And then I like to keep 10 on the 6 and 8 just because they don't pay that great anyways. And then I'm going to do these hard ways. So what those are is basically the pairs. So a hard 6 is 2 3s, hard 8, 2 4s. And so you get paid here and you get paid here, and it pays 9 to 1. So I'd essentially get $9 for every $1 I put on there. Your playable, that's money that you cannot lose if you hit a 7. And your bet is the amount of money that you lose if you do hit a 7. So I'm going to put my extra dollar on the 4 there, and there is what you call a come out roll. So as you can see, there's this button is set to off, so it's not on there, which is your come out roll, which means if I roll a 7 right now, I will not lose any of this, but I will lose my bonuses and these here. And as we get deeper in, I'll kind of show you more of the 7 and things like that. And I like to take a free one, especially when I'm on the bonuses. So the point is going to be a 9. So essentially if I roll a 9 again, then I will have the opportunity to do that again. But otherwise I'm going to get paid because all of my bets are set to on now. So that means I win on anything that is not that negative number. Now as you can see, if you roll a 6, and it wasn't a hard 6, that bet comes off. So you got to re-put that back on there. But I like to put 5 on the number that it rolled, and then I like to get the hard way back. So I'll get all my hard ways up to 2. I got $1.66 left, so I'll put $1 on the 2. Roll it again. That's another 6. So that's why I pressed it up, because I like to get the repeater. So I'm gonna have that. I'll kind of move a little quicker, but I'm putting my hard ways back on. I got 6, I'll put that on 6. So 126 in there now. That's a 10. So as you can see, I'm chipping away at the bonuses there. Kind of losing a little bit on the hard ways, which isn't ideal. But I'm just going to press them up. So I'll get one more roll. Hard 10. So now I have 2 on there, so I get 14. And then I also got paid on the 10, so I made $58 total. So what I'm going to do, this is what I like to do. I like to clear all my bets. So I've turned $100 into 168 plus the 15 on the bonuses because they're locked. And I'm going to drop it down to lock up some money. So now no matter what, I have my 100 is safe and I have 83 bet. So I just like to do a little bankroll management. Aces, that's a good one. So that right there, just itself, paid $65. So I'm going to use some of that profit. Press it up. Keep my 100 safe still. And I got 138 out. That's a 9. So that's a point. So So as you can see, the point is now set to off again. So now I have a free roll. So I'm gonna get a little bit of insurance if it throws a pair or if it happens to be a 7, because I can't lose this money right now. So that's a 7. So look, I lose the bonuses, but I actually ended up making $21 because I bet on a 7 to come out and I bet on a 7 to come out there. I'm gonna do it one more time. Now I did lose my bonuses, so I had to put those back up. But I'm not on, so let's see what we're rolling. So that's an 8. So I'm going to just keep it like this for a little bit. I like this board. That's a hard 8. So right there, now we got another free one right away. So I'm gonna take the free one. See if we can chip away at the bonuses. That's a 9. So now it'll set 9 as the point. And now we're set back to on. So I've got the 8 and 9 chipped away. I need a 10, 11, and 12. And I'm on that center in. That's an 8. So what I'm going to do, bankroll management. So we've turned our 100 into 248 plus 15. So I'm going to put 5 across, which is 50. Put 10 on my 2 and 12. And then the 8 came, so I'm going to put it on the 8 as well. Another 5. That's a 10. I'll put 10 on the 10. And I'll take the hard way, just in case it gives me a hard 10 again. That's aces again. So that again paid $65 for 10. Sure, I could have made more, but I'm trying to preserve some of my bankroll because as you can see now, I have 206 locked up that I can't lose and 121 out there bet. That's an 8 again. So I'll press the 8 and I'll put 2 on the hard way. I'm going to put 2 on all the hard ways now. We need 11 and 12. That's a hard 10, see? So now we got paid on the 10 and we got paid on the hard way. I'm going to press up the hard way. Put 5 on the 10. A 2 or a 12 right now would be huge. That's a hard 10 back. So look, now I got double, so I got 14 there and 27 over here. That's why I like to press the numbers that come. 4. That's a good one. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull my bets down. I've turned 100 into 407. I'm going to put my 50 out there. 10 was hot, and I keep my 2 and 12. And the 4 came too, so I'm going to put 10 on those. Get my hard ways. Send it back in. 6. So we're going to put 5 on the 6. And we'll do 5 on the horns. We got 323 locked up. 104 bet. We need an 11 or a 12. So 9. So that's the point there. So now, since we need an 11 and a 12, we're going to take a free one. So we can't lose this. So that's an 11. So now all we need, it doesn't suck to miss out on it, but now all we need is a 12. There it is right there. So look, so now I'm up to 577 locked because I won $295 between the 12 and hitting the 12 day. So that was a huge roll, $295, 577 locked up. We're gonna press the 12 and the 2 again. We're gonna get those all to 10. We got 542 locked up, 154. I'll show you what this horn bet is too. So it's a 2, 3, 11, or 12. That's an 11. So look, that $4 paid me $12, and I got 55 on there, so 605 locked up. And you don't lose this when you hit it. So I'm gonna keep it on there. 5 again. So now we weren't on, so that was because that was the point. So now we're gonna take a free one. All we need as well, I hate to say it, but all we need is a 3 and we make bank. So we're gonna take a free bet. Get a 3. Ooh, a 12 again, that sucks. Because I had 25 on there. Oh wait, I was on. Oh shoot, okay, well, we got 162 there. So as you can see, 703 locked up, can't lose, 184 bet. I'm not really doing my pull down because I'm up. Another 12, that's huge. $30 12, 233 in there. So we're going to send it right back in. Come on, 3. 5. So that's the point. So now again, we're going to get a free one. We need a 3. A 3 would be huge. 7. But that's a good time for it because we weren't on. So we won here, but we did lose the bonuses, so we're no longer chasing the 3. But as you can see, that's how you turn $100 into $1,095. I will absolutely take that. All right, so we're still here. Cashed out our ticket for $1,095. Still have 200 in our bankroll. Have 100 in the machine. We're gonna start just like we did from the beginning. So 10 on the 2 and 12, and then we're gonna do the 6 and 8, 10, the 11 and 3, 10, and then we got an extra 5. And you know what? We will hop the 7s, and we'll hop hard 10. Why not? So this money is safe on the come out. So that's a 4. So that's a 4 there. So that's the point. We got $9. We're gonna put that on. Put 5 on the 4. 4 on the 2. How about that? I like that. 12. Huge. $10 pays 65. Make them all 10. And we will get some hard ways going. And we got 2 on 2. Why not? A 12 right back. That's actually huge because I don't bumped it up to 20. So bankroll management. We've already turned our 100 and a 254 plus the 15 on the bonuses. So we're going to bump it down. And we'll put 20 on the 12 just because it's hit. But look, 174 locked up. Can't lose it. Oh, that was almost, that wanted to be a 12 again. So 10, so we'll put 5 on there, 5 on the hard way. That's a 7 out. So look, I lost 101, but I locked up 177. So I'll take that slip, add it to my pile. Made $77 there. So now I'm at 1,200 with the 200 left in my budget to see what I can turn it to. And I'm gonna be all about copying and pasting. So 50 across. And then 10 or 50 total across, so 10 numbers with 5. 10 on the 2, 3, 11, 12. 6 and 8, and then you know what, this extra 5, I'll put it on the roll them all. If I roll that, it's $1,650. The only thing I'm gonna do different, I'm gonna put the bets on this time, so I'll actually get paid on it. There's no come out roll, because you can gamble it in a way. Not always the smartest thing to do, but sometimes it makes you some money. Hard 10. Take that, so 5 there. Press the hard 10 off, I got 10. We'll try to make everything 10 soon. Hard 10 right back. So that's why I press it up. Because I press that up too, I got double the money there. Let's go straight to 5 on that. Do that. And put the extra there. So 159 bet. Hard 10 again would be sick. 5. Let's take the 5. Press them up, 173 in there. Nina. And I really would love to hit a 12. That would be sick. 7 out. So, there we go. That is the first time that we actually lost it. So I'm actually going to take this. So I've turned essentially $300 into $1,400. We'll take it. All right, guys, that was one hell of a session. Let me know, comment down below if there's anything else that you guys would like to see. I got really lucky, got on some good rolls. I'm really happy about that. But you know, this isn't gonna work for everybody. It works for me from time to time. Even a blind squirrel finds a nut. I think that's how it goes every once in a while. But had a lot of fun. Make sure to subscribe for more. I will be posting more stuff like this. So thank you guys.
Show by show, I'm trying to triple and double the pot.